Now, many of us have been dreaming of traveling again, but we're going to have to wait just a little bit longer because of the travel restrictions, which is still in place.
However, if you can't get to your wish-listed destination just yet, well, we'll take you there. Such as Japan, a favorite destination among Filipinos.
I definitely love Japan, and lately there's a huge interest in Saga City, billed as the East Asian country's hidden gem. And that's the focus of a travel documentary premiering exclusively here on CNN Philippines.
Now, to tell us more about Saga Awaits, we'd like to welcome Atsushi Matsuura, the representative of the Saga Film Commission in the Philippines. Ohio, Atsushi-san. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Give us a preview of what awaits us in Saga Awaits, and what are we in for?
Yes, we prepared a program just for our Filipino friends and for those who has not actually even heard of Saga or who has actually not visited Japan yet. We still have to wait a little while until after the pandemic, but then there are so many that you could actually expect in Saga. Saga is of course part of Japan, so we have all the 4 seasons from cherry blossoms to the winter snow, which is also featured on the program, as well as all the festivals. And what I could say that we could all expect from the program is the featured 5 movies that was actually shot in Saga. These are Filipino movies that were shot in Saga in the past, that we actually compiled everything so that the viewers could see from the point of the movie producers and, of course, the actors who has actually visited the province.
I guess that makes something a little bit relatable to the Filipino audience. Ay, nagpunta pala sila doon,
Yes,
di ba? Ang ganda pala, yun pala yun. Now, aside from that, you mentioned something about the seasons and the festivals. Aside from that, what makes Saga special and unique compared to all the other beautiful cities in Japan?
Well, comparably, it's very similar because it's still part of Japan, and Japan is not as huge as the United States, where you have different time zones and everything. But then what's unique in Saga, I'd say, is that not like all the provinces in Japan, we have the mountains, and we have the mountain area, we have the sea, where you can actually get the best produce or the harvest from the mountains and also from the sea. And what's famous, very famous in Saga, of course, the Filipinos really like to eat, and the gourmet. Filipinos are very gourmet. A lot of Filipinos, and especially even my friends, love to go back to Saga, and they tell me they have to go back to Saga because they have to try the Saga beef, which is actually available in the Philippines in some of the restaurants. And I'd have to add that Saga also produces one of the best rice. And if you have the best rice, what do you have? You have the best rice wine, which is the best sake. So we practically have basically everything that Japan has to offer. But again, I have to tell what you can't expect in Saga. So you got everything, so what can't you expect? What you cannot expect in Saga is that we don't have Mount Fuji. And we don't have the Tokyo Tower. But everything you want to see in Japan or to try and even go shopping is over there in Saga.
Right. Okay.
Are you all set to go?
I know. I think now is the perfect time. I mean, we may not physically be able to travel, but I think now is the perfect time to actually sort of do your research, prepare your bucket list. And really, I mean, Kyushu is a different portion of Japan that many of us haven't traveled to. So Saga would definitely be on our hit list, definitely be on my bucket list for sure.
That's right. Now, with that said, do invite our viewers to watch the show so we can, learn more about Saga.
Yes. We have compiled a very nice program for everybody, which is going to be shown initially tomorrow, Saturday, at 8 p.m. And we have 2 replays for those who can't catch the initial viewing tomorrow, the airing tomorrow, which is on February 4 and February 7.
Awesome stuff. Well, we are very excited. Thank you so much for being with us today. Arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you for that,
Thank you
Mr.
too.
Atsushi Matsuura from the Saga Film Commission, talking to us about Saga Awaits. I can't wait myself.
I know, I agree.